Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, I started producing some of the beginner bots that I didn't actually think I was going to be able to do, because most of the starter bots, the base level construction bot and base level logistic bot, they need robot brains, right? Robot brains need circuit boards, which I don't have. So, actually, do they need... You just need circuit board. Well, they're also going to need transistors, which I don't have either. Right, I basically am going to need to be able to make electronic circuit boards. Transistors need silver wire and plastic bars. We can't do that yet. Well, I can now, but I have to build the facility to actually make that stuff. So, can't do that yet. But there are these crawler construction bots and crawler cargo bots that I can make. They're just extraordinarily slow. Right? Just very, very slow. But made this crawler construction vehicle, got it a roboport, a burner generator for time being just so that it'll work, loaded it up with some bots, and then went ahead and started building the rail infrastructure that we're going to need for this. And so we have lots of parking. I counted these out. This is 25 parking spaces. Hopefully that will be enough, because that's what I have room for. So, I also went ahead off screen and, as you can tell, loaded it up with tons of other things. You know, electrolyzers, liquefiers, chemical plants, all the stuff that we've been manufacturing a bunch of. Belts, inserters, pipes, everything. So that we should be ready to start building whatever we need to build. So, that's what we're going to be doing. And the first thing that I need to figure out is exactly how do I want to arrange the loading bays? Do I want double length bays or single length bays? That is going to be the question. Actually, this would be a very... We would have to do this as a different type. Okay. Well, let's just take a look on the map. Angry biters. How much space is that going to take up? It'll take up a lot of space. It's not impossible. It's basically going to take up all that space between the wall and those mines. But I'm probably not going to use these mines at all, as I mentioned before, because we have other ways of getting this. The only thing I might want to use is maybe that coal. We are going to need to use that gibelite, so we don't want to build on top of that gibelite, but we're going to probably have to build on top of that protinium and that bobmonium at the very least. It's just the way it's going to have to be. The advantage is it's more parking. What would be my other rail bay? My other rail bay would be like this. It'd be that size. Like, it's really not that much smaller, actually. Now that I look at it. Oh yeah, it was actually one of the things that I need to do, and I forgot about it, is that... Oh, I'll put that there. I need to make warehouses. I need another thing to make warehouses. I need a thing to make combinators. Right? Because I need those. Also, if we have a thing to make these, would also be good. And pumps. So I might have to make that arrangement off screen. I just have to remember to do it. But for now, we're going to be laying out some more rail. And that is going to be for the... acid processing facility. So how many loading bays am I going to need? We're going to need 4 to start with for just the outputs of all of these. For sulfuric acid, we're going to need 1 for sulfuric wastewater. I'm probably going to want 1 for raw sulfur to be able to come in for any process that results in raw sulfur. Or maybe no. Maybe no, we won't say raw sulfur. We'll have to process the raw sulfur. If we do have a process that creates raw sulfur, we'll have to turn that into something that is more transportable. Like maybe we'll do sulfur dioxide gas. Yes. Sulfur dioxide gas. We can produce the oxygen on site. We can produce the purified water on site. I'm pretty sure we can produce the purified water on site. So 2 inputs. Two inputs and 2 outputs. Sulfuric acid and mineralized water, because we are going to want the mineralized water. Okay, so 2 inputs and 2 outputs. That's 4 liquid loading bays for sulfuric acid. All right, so let's just start with that. Let's just start with that. We're going to have to make a modified version of this. Oh, and I did remove that wall. The wall that was here. Let's see. One other thing I also probably need to make is train stops. I don't think I'm making those. Oh, right. I'm gonna need some rail. Give me some rail and give me some signals. Alright, and so we're gonna want signal. Yes. All right, let's get it to build. Oh, and I have it out of alignment, but that's okay. Need to figure out exactly where that's going to need to be anyway. Though it looks like I could probably put it anywhere I want. But that is going to be the minimum. All right. Give me a blueprint here. Double loading, create blueprint, go ahead and throw it in the book. There we go. All right. Flag it for deletion. Oh, right. That's not aligned correctly, is it? No, we are one. Oh, let me go park this thing somewhere where it can actually pick stuff up. There. No, there's the bare minimum. Okay. All right. So there. Double loading. And I keep wanting to do that. Oh no, it needs to be up here. There. Can I make a bunch of pumps? No, I cannot make a bunch of pumps. Now, we're gonna want some room. Yep, I know that we're missing stuff for construction. Okay, so I'll want that there. That's what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. Click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to want to put it right there. So we'll go 6. Here. Put that in there. I'll have to create some underground belt. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it in. Right. You still need that. And then you. Okay, so 2 inputs, 2 outputs. I'll have to just decide which is going to be which. Yeah, we'll need to add the signals in. Okay, already got built there. Good. Okay, so that's for sulfuric acid. The next acid we're going to be doing is nitric acid. So we know that we're going to have... Well, this is what we're actually going to be starting with, is we're going to bring in nitric wastewater. We're going to have more mineralized water, but we can put that into the same output, so we don't need that extra output. Sodium nitrate. Nitrogen dioxide gas, nitrogen monoxide gas. Right, and then we can take the nitrogen monoxide, turn it into dioxide. And turn the rest of that into that. Okay. So I guess... Like, does anything produce nitrogen monoxide or dioxide as... as a byproduct that might come in? I don't know. I know that there are things that produce sulfur dioxide, right? Like this. Sulfur dioxide synthesis from calcium sulfate. I can turn calcium sulfate into lime and sulfur dioxide gas. So we could conceivably have sulfur dioxide. Now, there is hydrogen sulfide gas. Hydrogen sulfide gas. Which is another sulfur source. I don't know if we have process by which we can utilize that just yet. To utilize the hydrogen. Yes, that's catalyzing acid gas. Not entirely sure we'll do. Rich fuel blocks. Those are very, very nice. Okay, we won't worry about that. Ammonia gas, urea. I think for the nitric acid, we'll just go ahead and have the one input and the one output. So just 2 bays. Because the second output, which is the mineralized water, we already are going to have a bay for. So there's going to be one shared bay. I guess we'll make that this one. So that'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. All right. Looks good. All right, now hydrochloric acid. Ooh, this is where we're going to have a bunch of different things, because we have some outputs that are byproducts that we are going to want to actually store and have available. So this is going to be much more complicated. So we're going to have the inputs, obviously, the chloric wastewater. We're going to have the output of the hydrochloric acid. We're going to have another output of saline water. Right. Saline water, though it says 0. The 0 extra? Oh, because the saline water is actually being used as an input. Never mind. We're consuming all the saline water. Okay. So we're going to have salt, which is a solid output. We're going to have sodium hydroxide, which is also a solid output. Not very much of those, but something. So we're going to want to store them. We're going to have Lots of excess purified water, but so be it. I mean, I could put a purified water loading bay in somewhere. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Okay. I guess we'll throw in a purified water loading bay. So that's 3 liquid bays, 2 dry bays. Nothing else is an output here. We have hydrogen gas. I will probably just flare that off. Yeah, we'll probably just flare that off or use it in some other process. If we need hydrogen gas, we can make it other ways. We can electrolyze water for that. Alright. So 5 total bays. Just remember that I'm going to want to use one of these for purified water. I think we're going to have a lot of excess purified water. We're going to have like a whole bank of clarifiers just for water disposal. Though I think there's going to be other processes that we're going to use here that could really use the purified water. So, I mean, that's fine. But in theory, we should have it available for pickup. Alright, so we have 3 liquid bays. That's 1. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. That's gonna be the first of my solid bays. Alright, so that'll be three liquids. And a solid. Now I'm gonna need somebody that has... There we go. Make sure I'm lined up. The belts are gonna have to get rerouted. But that's fine. That's exactly where we would want it. Don't move the mouse. And these are loading, because we're not offloading anything here. Yeah. Let me just remove all the belt from the blueprints. Actually, I can just go ahead and do it this way. Careful not to remove the loaders or the combinators. There we go. All right, so that takes care of through hydrochloric acid. All right, so then we would have hydrofluoric acid. Again, purified water is going to be an output. Mineralized water is going to be an output, but we're already going to have base for those. So that's not an issue. We're going to have bays for those. We're going to need to borrow some of the sulfuric acid, which is fine. We're making plenty. I think I remember all doing the math on that. All right, so one input. One output that is liquid that we're going to need an extra bay for. And then one output that is solid we're going to need a bay for. That's calcium sulfate. Now, wasn't there something that I could do with calcium sulfate? Can I process that calcium sulfate into anything? I can process it into lime and sulfur dioxide gas. So I could, in theory, feed that back in to the sulfuric acid production. With that extra purified water. We're going to have tons of extra purified water, so that's not a problem. And then that's going to produce lime as a byproduct. Yes, we are going to want to do that. Because then that lime can get used for other things. Right. Let's see. Yeah, calcium sulfate. Used for. That's the only thing that we can... No. Don't show only researched. Yeah, that is literally the only thing you can do with calcium sulfate. Is turn it into sulfur dioxide gas and lime. Okay. And... then the lime. I think that is a much more useful thing. That's limestone. Can I just search for lime? Lime. Yes. That is used for producing glass mixtures. Various glass mixtures. Porous lime filters, which we're probably going to want. What's the things that I can actually use it for right now? I can use it to make cement. I can use it to make cement. And I can use it to make clay bricks. More clay bricks. I probably would use it to make cement. Okay. So I will load it. I will load it. Okay. So what we want is we would want a recipe, and let's say we want actually it would be a sulfuric acid recipe, and the sulfur dioxide gas would be acquired through this process. Right? We have chemical plant 2s. We have liquefier 2s. How much are we going to produce? 1.2 per second. Like, how much does a single factory consume? Probably a ton. 4.1 per second. So yes, that will barely create a trickle. Can I compute by input? I say, like, I only have this much. Oh, well. Yeah, one of those, one of those. And actually, it's going to be, what, 0.25 of these? Yeah, something like that. Okay, and then we'll load the lime. Alright, let me just throw those bays in. And then we'll probably call it a day. Oh, I was silly, wasn't I? No. Those were already in. So how many? So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 should yield enough room. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so that'll be for the lime. Then one. Oh, we're gonna hit that up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I gotta go fix that. Oh, actually, let me get the let me get the tanks. Let's see. Could I squeeze that in right about there? Yes, I can. All right, well. I got some work cut out for me for off screen. And so I will work on that. And hopefully have most of this built. Or finished being constructed for next episode. So for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.